Montana leaders have been petitioning the federal government to consider delisting the grizzly bear and giving the state the opportunity to manage the species. Now, federal leaders say there's enough evidence for them to start a 12-month review on whether to keep the bear on the list of endangered and threatened wildlife. Lawmakers here at the state capitol are considering bills that would set the state's direction if delisting goes forward. Republican Senator Butch Gillespie is a rancher from Etheridge in north-central Montana. He says landowners in his area have had run-ins with grizzlies, and he believes this is the right time to consider delisting.
The bear population is doing well. Now we just have to try to get a little more safety, a little more control, get it back to Montana management, because somebody in New York, Washington, D.C. cannot even have an inkling of what happens here on the home front.
Democratic Senator Pat Flowers, the Senate Minority Leader, is a former regional supervisor with Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks, and was involved with previous discussions on delisting in the greater Yellowstone ecosystem. He says the federal action is appropriate.
We've met those criteria for recovery, and when you meet those criteria, we should then take the next step towards proposed delisting, and I think that's the next step that the service is taking now.
Last week, the Montana Senate passed a bill that would make it the policy of the state to manage grizzly populations to maintain delisted status. Gillespie says he plans to bring another bill that would ask the state to create rules after delisting, allowing landowners to kill a grizzly that is attacking or killing livestock, but requiring them to consult with FWP on how to respond if a bear is simply threatening livestock.
We're trying to give some assurance to the people back in D.C. pulling the strings that yes, we do know how to take care of them, we do know how to manage them.
Flowers said not all Democrats are convinced it was the right time to move forward with delisting, but he believes Gillespie's proposal is a step toward adequate regulatory language.
The ranchers on the front, conservationists, sportsmen, all recognize the need for and the value of a healthy bear population, and I think that's one of the values, in my mind, of having it delisted and a state-managed species.
Gillespie's bill is not yet officially introduced, but he expects to submit it by early next week. In Helena, Jonathan Amberian, MTN News.